Today, we're diving into the subtle signs that a woman may be secretly attracted to you with a stoic mindset. Recognizing these signals becomes less about guesswork and more about understanding human nature calmly and clearly. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for daily videos on Stoic wisdom, relationships, and personal growth. Let's explore how to pick up on these cues with a balanced Stoic perspective. No overthinking, just clear and confident awareness. Sign 1, increased attention and interest. Increased attention. And interest is one of the most apparent yet nuanced signs of attraction. When someone is drawn to you, their level of engagement often reflects it. This can manifest in various ways, from a higher frequency of conversations to an eagerness to dive deeper into your thoughts, preferences, and opinions. How to identify this sign: frequent and deep questions. She might ask open-ended questions that go beyond casual topics, showing a genuine curiosity about your values, beliefs, and goals. Questions like, what inspired you to pursue your career? Or, how did you become interested in Stoicism? Indicate that she's interested in understanding you on a deeper level. Active listening and memory. Not only does she listen attentively a lie, but she also remembers details you shared before. For example, if you mentioned that you enjoy hiking, she might bring it up later, saying something like, "How was your hike last weekend?" Remembering these details reflects genuine interest. Extended conversations. Conversations with her might feel unforced, and she could seem eager to keep the dialogue going. This can be noticeable when she asks follow-up questions or introduces new topics to discuss, avoiding silence. Why increased attention and interest happen when someone is interested in you? They naturally want to know more about you and find out what makes you unique. Psychologically, this curiosity stems from a desire to establish an emotional connection. People are inclined to invest time and energy in those they're attracted to. And attentiveness is one way to signal this investment by remembering details, asking questions, and being engaged. She subtly communicates her attraction. How to approach this with a Stoic mindset from a Stoic perspective. Observe her interest without attachment. It's natural to feel flattered by someone's attention, but Stoicism encourages us to appreciate these moments with calm detachment, instead of seeing her interest as a validation of your worth. View it simply as an indication of compatibility. This mindset keeps you centered, allowing you to respond to her interest naturally without forming expectations. Practical example. Imagine you're discussing your passion for travel, and she begins asking where you'd like to visit next, or what past trips meant to you. Rather than interpreting this as an outright signal of attraction, see it as an opportunity for meaningful connection. Respond authentically, staying grounded, and don't let her enthusiasm make you feel obliged to impress. Sign 2, physical closeness and touch. Physical closeness and touch are some of the most primal ways to communicate attraction. If a woman is interested in you, she may unconsciously position herself nearer to you or initiate light casual touches. This physical proximity is often an attempt to bridge the distance between you and foster a sense of familiarity. How to identify the sign: closeness in seating or standing. She might choose a seat closer to you or position herself nearby when standing in a group. This physical proximity can be subtle but intentional, especially if she repeatedly finds ways to be close to you. Initiating gentle touch if she finds subtle ways to touch you, such as lightly brushing your arm, playfully nudging you, or even casually placing her hand on your shoulder. These gestures can reflect comfort and interest. Comfort with being in your space. Sometimes it's not just about initiating touch, but also being comfortable within your personal space. If she leans in while speaking, tilts her head to get closer, or maintains a smaller distance than usual, these are signs of attraction. Why physical closeness and touch happen. Touch is a powerful tool for fostering connection. When people feel drawn to someone, they often desire closeness to express and feel emotional intimacy. Psychologists note that touch can release oxytocin, a bonding hormone that enhances feelings of trust and connection. Physical proximity is also a way for her to test comfort levels and gauge how receptive you are to closeness, how to approach this with a stoic mindset. Respond to physical closeness with composure. If she initiates touch, reciprocate in a way that feels natural, but avoid overanalyzing her gestures. This allows you to remain grounded and appreciate her signals without feeling the need to reciprocate in a way that pressures or obligates you. By staying present and calm, you convey genuine confidence and self-control. Practical example. Let's say you're both seated in a booth and she lightly taps your arm when making a point or leans closer when she's laughing instead of assuming her touch confirms deep attraction. Recognize it as an expression of comfort. If you're interested, reciprocate with a gentle, natural touch like a pad on the back, or maintaining close distance, but stay focused on enjoying the conversation rather than interpreting each movement sign. 3. Mirroring and matching. Mirroring and matching are natural ways that people align themselves with those they feel comfortable or attracted to. This sign of attraction is often subconscious, as the person mirrors your body language, gestures, and even tone of voice to create a sense of harmony. How to identify this sign: similar gestures and movements. If you're sitting with your hands on the table, you might notice her adopting the same posture. If you take a sip of your drink, she may do the same. These gestures indicate that she's subconsciously aligning herself with your actions, matching tone and energy level. Pay attention to her tone and volume. If she starts matching your energy pace of speaking or even laughing at similar moments, she's likely mirroring you to create a sense of connection reflecting emotional cues. Mirroring isn't only physical, it's emotional too. If you share something serious, she might respond in a similarly thoughtful tone. If you're enthusiastic, she may echo your excitement. This reflective behavior indicates emotional alignment and connection. While mirroring and matching happen, mirroring is a subconscious psychological process that signals an understanding. Studies have shown that we tend to mirror those we feel connected to because it builds familiarity and trust. It's an instinctive way to express we're on the same page, and it helps ease social interactions by creating an unspoken bond. How to approach this with a stoic mindset, adopting a stoic perspective. Observe mirroring as a neutral sign of rapport rather than a definitive signal of attraction. Recognizing it without attaching emotional weight keeps you balanced and allows you to focus on shared values and compatibility. Enjoy her efforts to align without assuming it conveys deeper intentions. Practical example. You're at a cafe and you notice that when you lean back, she does too when you laugh. She laughs instead of interpreting this as a clear sign of attraction view. It is a natural rapport and alignment of comfort. Embrace her mirroring with an open, calm attitude and continue the interaction without overthinking each move, putting it all together, understanding attraction without attachment. When interpreting these signs, it's natural to feel excited or curious. However, a stoic mindset encourages us to engage fully, yet remain unattached to outcomes. This approach prevents disappointment, builds genuine connections, and fosters authentic confidence. Here's how to keep these principles in mind across all the signs of attraction. Be present. Enjoy each interaction without letting future expectations cloud the present moment. Whether she's showing interest or mirroring your actions, stay engaged and appreciate the time together. Avoid overanalyzing. Interpreting signs of attraction is helpful, but avoid obsessing over each detail by focusing on the quality of your interaction. Instead of dissecting each signal, you allow for a natural, enjoyable connection. Remain grounded in your values. Stoicism reminds us to stay aligned with our values, regardless of external circumstances. Attraction cues are enjoyable, but don't let them sway your sense of self-worth or balance. Approach each connection with a genuine, grounded demeanor, confident that your value remains intact, regardless of outcomes. Sign for frequent communication. What frequent communication looks like. Frequent communication is one of the first clues to notice when someone is interested in you. If she's reaching out more often than your other friends or acquaintances, it's often a sign that she enjoys talking to you. This could include daily check-ins via text or messages, reactions to your social media posts, whether it's a quick like or a thoughtful comment, consistent responses to your messages, sometimes even starting conversations on her own. For instance, if you share something personal or mention in a recent experience, she might follow up later to see how things went. This kind of attentiveness goes beyond casual conversation and shows she's investing time and energy into staying connected. Psychological reasons behind frequent communication. Frequent communication is a form of connection building. When someone is drawn to another person, maintaining contact provides a way to nurture and deepen that connection. Gradually, Scully reveals that this behavior is linked to the need for social bonding and the desire to develop familiarity, which is often a foundation for stronger emotional ties. The psychology of attraction also shows that people often feel compelled to check in more frequently with those they admire. Each interaction shape your mood or dictate your day. Keep a steady pace. Engage thoughtfully, respond calmly, and remember that true connection grows over time. Sign 5. Genuine compliments. 1. Understanding the nature of genuine compliments. Compliments are a universal way to connect and express appreciation, but genuine, compliments go beyond mere words. When someone is attracted to you, their compliments typically reflect a deeper level of appreciation and sincerity. Genuine compliments are typically specific. They reference unique aspects of your personality, achievements, or character traits. Meaningful, they resonate with you often because they speak to qualities you value. Repeated, a person interested in you. You may frequently find opportunities to affirm their admiration using praise as a subtle way to convey interest. An important distinction here is that genuine compliments feel personal. If she admires your confidence in handling stressful situations or appreciates how kind you are toward others, she's likely paying close attention. These signs are often her way of hinting at her attraction without making it over. 2. Why genuine compliments indicate attraction. When a woman gives specific, genuine compliments, it often indicates she's invested enough in you to notice and appreciate the qualities that make you unique. People are naturally more observant and appreciative of those they're interested in, so she may pick up on things others overlook if she regularly acknowledges your efforts, values, or unique qualities. It's likely because she sees something special in you. Moreover, attraction can amplify someone's desire to reinforce your sense of worth. A person who's secretly attracted to you will often want you to know you're appreciated and valued. Compliments, therefore, become a safe and subtle way to convey admiration without explicitly stating her feelings. Examples of genuine compliments that signal attraction on personality and values. She might say, "I really admire how empathetic you are with others," or "You have such a positive outlook, it's inspiring." This shows she's not only paying attention, but is also connecting with who you are as a person, on your passions or talents. She could comment on a project you're working on saying, "It's amazing how dedicated you are to your goals," or "You're really talented, I haven't met anyone else like you." Compliments on skills and talents are often indicators that she's invested in. What makes you unique on shared experiences. Compliments based on shared moments like, "I always have a great time when we talk," you're really easy to be around can reveal that she values your time together, and maybe dropping subtle hints about her feelings. 3. Recognizing genuine compliments with a stoic mindset. While genuine compliments can be flattering, a stoic approach encourages you to accept them with humility and balance. Stoicism teaches us to remain grounded, avoiding dependency on external validation to feel good about ourselves. Here's how you can adopt this approach. Observe without attachment, instead of overanalyzing her compliments or allowing them to alter your perception of yourself. Treat them as affirmations of qualities you already appreciate in yourself. This keeps your self-worth grounded and independent of her feedback. Respond with humility and gratitude, accepting compliments gracefully without dismissing or excessively inflating them signals self-assuredness. A simple, genuine thank you that means a lot is sufficient to acknowledge or compliment and demonstrate composure. Practical tips for responding to genuine compliments. Acknowledge, don't dismiss. Accepting compliments can be tricky, especially if they make you feel self-conscious rather than deflecting. With comments like, "Oh, it's nothing," consider a simple and warm acknowledgement. Reciprocate with authenticity. Compliments can often encourage a two-way exchange. If you feel comfortable, reciprocate by pointing out something you genuinely appreciate about her. It doesn't have to be overly elaborate. A simple note of appreciation can build rapport. Stay grounded. Remember that these compliments, while meaningful, are only indicators, not guarantees. Avoid reading too much into them, allowing them to enhance your interaction without driving your emotions. Sign 6. Nervousness and fidgeting. 1. Recognizing nervousness and its forms. Attraction can often bring a mix of excitement and nervousness, especially in the early stages of interest. Nervousness and fidgeting are common when someone feels invested in how they're perceived by you. This can manifest in subtle behaviors such as fidgeting with clothing, jewelry, or hair, avoiding prolonged eye contact, initially then trying to re-establish it. Stumbling over words or speaking a bit faster than usual. These signs don't imply discomfort, but rather reveal that she may be a bit self-conscious, which often comes with the territory of attraction. The goal is to make a good impression. And for some, that desire can cause nerves to kick in too. Why nervousness and fidgeting signal attraction. When someone feels a little nervous around you, it's often because they care about how they're perceived. Attraction tends to increase self-awareness, causing people to worry about making mistakes, saying the wrong thing, or giving the wrong impression. This type of nervousness is often unintentional and can be observed through body language. Physical signs like fidgeting or a sudden shift in posture indicate heightened self-awareness and emotional investment. People generally feel more at ease around those they're indifferent to. So if she's nervous, it's often because she's invested in her interactions with you. Examples of nervous behaviors that may signal attraction: fidgeting with objects. She might start adjusting her necklace, playing with a ring, or twirling a pen. These small, almost unconscious actions can be a way for her to release nervous energy. Shifting body language. Nervous attraction can sometimes make people more animated, like sitting up straighter when you're around, or moving in a slightly restless manner. These adjustments often indicate that she's paying close attention to you and wants to come across well, laughing nervously or losing track of words if she seems a little more giggly than usual or stumbles over her words. She may be feeling the excitement and pressure that often come with attraction. 3. Observing nervousness with a stoic mindset. As with compliments, a stoic approach can help you interpret these signs with calmness and clarity. Stoicism encourages us to observe behaviors without immediate judgment, helping us understand the bigger picture without jump to conclusions. Here's how to respond. Stay present and reassuring. Recognizing her nervousness without calling attention to it can help her feel at ease. Maintaining a calm demeanor allows her to mirror your confidence and may help reduce her self-consciousness. Focus on the conversation, not the signs. Stoic mindfulness suggests focusing on the present moment, which means paying attention to the quality of your interaction rather than getting caught up in analyzing every sign of nervousness. This approach will help you remain present and engaged, making her feel more comfortable. Interpret, don't assume while her nervousness could suggest attraction. It's important not to interpret it as a definitive indicator. Stoicism teaches us to let things unfold naturally, observing without forcing conclusions or expectations. Practical tips for handling nervousness and fidgeting. Create a comfortable environment by staying calm and relaxed. You help set the tone for the interaction if she's nervous. Try easing the tension by asking open-ended questions or talking about familiar, comfortable topics. Give her space to relax. Avoid overwhelming her with questions or intense eye contact. If she seems nervous instead, allow the conversation to flow naturally, giving her room to settle in. Don't overthink it. Remember that everyone exhibits nervous behaviors differently, and sometimes it may have nothing to do with attraction. Staying objective can help you enjoy the interaction without letting nervousness dominate your perception. Sign 7. Finding common interests. Another sign of attraction is when she takes an interest in your hobbies and activities. Does she start listening to the same music, watching the same shows, or showing enthusiasm for your favorite sports? These efforts to find common ground are strong indicators of her interest. For instance, if you mention a band you love, she might start listening to their music and bring it up in conversation later. Or if you enjoy hiking, she might suggest going on a hike together. As Esto, we appreciate these efforts to connect, understanding that they reveal the depth of her interest and her desire to bond. It's a mutual exploration of shared values and passions. Consider how she might go out of her way to learn more about something you're passionate about. If you have a specific hobby and she starts asking detailed questions or suggesting related activities, it shows she's invested in understanding and sharing that aspect of your life. You might also notice common interests when she invites you to events or activities that align with your passions. This is a clear sign she wants to spend more time with you and create shared experiences. Stoicism teaches us to recognize and appreciate these connections without becoming overly attached. We engage in these activities with a balanced mindset, enjoying the bond while maintaining our sense of self. Reflect on how she responds when you talk about your interest. Does she show genuine enthusiasm and curiosity? Does she make an effort to engage in conversations about the topics you love? These are strong indicators that she values your passions and wants to connect on a deeper level. Sign 8. Open body language. Body language signs. 8. Open body language speaks. Volumes and open, relaxed postures. Direct eye contact and genuine smiles are powerful signs of attraction. Let's break down what these indicators look like and how to interpret them. Open body language includes facing you directly, uncrossed arms and leaning in during conversations. Direct eye contact shows that she's engaged and interested in what you have to say. Genuine smiles, especially those that reach her eyes, indicate that she enjoys your company. Observing these signs through a stoic lens helps us stay grounded and aware, allowing us to appreciate the non-verbal cues that often reveal true feelings. We can understand these signals without becoming overly attached to what they might mean. Imagine being at a gathering where she consistently faces you with her body language, maintains eye contact, and smiles warmly. These are strong indicators that she's not only comfortable around you, but also genuinely interested in your interaction as Stoics. We acknowledge these signs while maintaining our composure and respect. Open body language can also include subtle gestures, like playing with her hair, tilting her head, or mirroring your movements. These behaviors indicate she's comfortable and engaged in the conversation. Stoicism teaches us to observe these nonverbal cues with clarity, appreciating them without allowing them to dictate our emotions. It's all about staying present and aware in the moment. Sign 8, mutual body signs. 9, making future plans. Language. How about your body language? Does she respond positively to your gestures and expressions? This back and forth exchange of nonverbal cues can be a powerful indicator of attraction and interest. Sign 9, making future plans. When she includes you in her future plans, it's a clear sign of her attraction. Whether she suggests future hangouts, discusses upcoming events, or mentions potential trips, it shows she wants you to be a part of her life. For example, she might say, "We should check out that new restaurant next week," or "Let's go to that concert together." These statements express her desire to spend more time with you in the future. From a Stoic viewpoint, we can appreciate the significance of these plans. They reflect thoughtfulness and intention, showing genuine interest and affection. Think about how often she brings up future events that involve you. This indicates she's considering you in the long term and values your presence in her life. As Stoics, we recognize and respect these gestures for what they signify. Making future plans could also mean discussing holidays, weekends, or even longer-term goals that include you. These conversations suggest she sees you as an important part of her future. Stoicism encourages us to engage in these plans with a balanced mindset set, valuing the thoughtfulness without becoming overly attached to what lies ahead. It's about enjoying the present while remaining open to future possibilities. Reflect on how she includes you in her life. Plans. Does she mention future activities or events that involve you? Is she excited about things you could do together? These are strong indicators that she's envisioning a future with you. In its sign 10, protectiveness and protectiveness. Support. Finally, let's talk about protectiveness and support. These traits are strong signs of attraction. Does she show concern for your well-being, stand up for you, or support you in your endeavours? If so, she likely cares deeply. For instance, she might go out of her way to help you with a project, defend you during discussions, or check in to see how you're doing. These actions reflect a profound level of care and affection. As Stoics, we recognise and value this kind of support on understanding that it stems from genuine concern. We appreciate these gestures and respond with gratitude. Imagine she consistently backs your goals, attending your events, helping you with tasks, or simply being there for emotional support. These actions indicate she's invested in your well-being. And success, protectiveness can also be seen in how she reacts to challenges you face. If she's quick to offer help or defend you in tough situations, it's a sign she truly cares about your welfare. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate and reciprocate this protectiveness and support without becoming overly reliant on it. We value the connection and respond with kindness and gratitude. Consider how she shows her support across different aspects of your life. Is she there for you during tough times? Does she celebrate your successes and encourage you through challenges? These behaviours reflect a genuine and deep care for you. Navigating with the Stoic sign 10. Navigating with a Stoic mindset. Now that we've identified these signs, let's discuss how to approach them with a Stoic mindset. Here are 3 practical Stoic lessons for navigating these interactions. Observe without judging. Pay attention to her actions without jumping to conclusions. This keeps you grounded and helps avoid unnecessary emotional highs and lows. Respect boundaries. Attraction doesn't equate to permission. Always be mindful of personal space and boundaries, maintaining your own compose. You, integrity, respond with virtue. Whether or not you feel the same way, respond with kindness, respect, and honesty. This is at the core of Stoic virtue. By applying these principles, you can navigate relationships with clarity and respect, staying true to your Stoic values. For instance, observing without judging means looking for consistent patterns in her behavior rather than making assumptions based on a single action. Respecting boundaries involves being attuned to her comfort level and not overstepping. Responding with virtue means acting with integrity regardless of your feelings. These Stoic principles help us maintain balance and composure in our interactions. It's essential to recognize the signs of attraction without becoming overly attached to them. It's all about appreciating and valuing the connection while still holding on to our own sense of self. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever noticed these signs of attraction? How did you navigate the situation? Feel free to share your stories in the comments below. And if you have any questions about Stoic philosophy or ideas for future videos, I'd love to hear them. Your feedback helps us create content that truly resonates with you. Don't forget to give that like button to click. If you found this video helpful, and subscribe to Stoic Pulse for more insights and practical Stoic wisdom. Remember, understanding human behavior through Stoic principles can lead us to more mindful and fulfilling lives. Whether it's spotting signs of attraction or tackling everyday challenges, Stoicism serves as a timeless guide. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay mindful and stay Stoic.